so we can do all a big wave hello. You know, my passion for animals actually began 20 years ago in this very amphitheater. Except back then I wasn't in a wetsuit. I was sitting in the stands just like all of you. Of course, I loved watching the Dolphins' spectacular show behaviors, but it was actually the love, passion, and commitment the trainers had for the animals that left me in awe. Afterwards, I took a picture right over there with one of the trainers, and I asked every possible question that I could think of. It was then that I learned that SeaWorld has always been a world leader in animal care, rescue, and rehabilitation. I knew it was the perfect fit for me. I'm so proud to say I've been a trainer here at SeaWorld for 13 years, and in that time I have had the honor of working with a variety of species, and I'm so thrilled to be back here at the place where my passion began, building relationships with the animals that truly inspire me. As a matter of fact, we have one of those animals behind me right now, spending some quality time with her trainer. Now, building a relationship really is the most important part of training. It's with this relationship that comes the foundation of trust. And it's in these quiet moments that we get to learn a lot about the animals' individual personalities, and in turn, they get to learn a lot about us. And as you can tell by watching, it's not just fun for the trainers, but it's a lot of fun for the dolphins, too. You know, here we have our trainer, Casey. She's in the water with our 10-year-old Koa. Now, Casey's not going to be asking any of those big, spectacular show behaviors that we just saw. Instead, she's just going to be hanging out with Koa, getting to know her better, spending some in-water quality time with her. Now, as a fellow trainer, it is really cool to watch the bond that these two have. Animals like Koa are such an important ambassador for her species. She's allowed people like my new friend Elizabeth here to meet a dolphin up close and personal. Hey there, Elizabeth. Well, it is your lucky day because you're going to be meeting one of my favorite dolphins, and her name is Koa. Put two hands out and give Koa a big wave hello. Good job, you two. All right, now that you've properly met, why don't you reach out and give Koa a good rub on her back? Good job. What does she feel like? Like a dolphin. You're right. She does feel like a dolphin. All right, why don't we give her one of her favorite treats? Nice big juicy herring. Perfect. Other hand. Other hand. Good. And one last fish for Koa. Great job, Elizabeth. Now we've got a little problem. Smell your hands. A little fishy, I know. Okay, come down here. I'll show you how to get rid of that. Here's what we do. We take our hands, we clap them together, go really fast, a little bit faster, faster, and then just wipe them on your shirt. Sorry guys, it's going to be a long ride home. All right, Elizabeth, you have been so great, but unfortunately we have to say goodbye to Koa. So here's what we're going to do. I want you to turn around, you put those two hands up in the air again, and you're going to give everybody out there a big wave goodbye to all those cameras, because you're the star of our show. Koa, she's going to be waving too, but with her tail flips. I'll just be right over here, so I'm going to have a picture. Elizabeth! I had no idea that was going to happen. Well, Elizabeth, thank you so much for joining us. It really is our hope that your generation shares our passion for marine animals. And as a token of my appreciation, I'd like to pass this on to you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear for Elizabeth.
Thanks, Kelly. Now, she had mentioned earlier that relationships are the biggest part of our job. It's what allows us, as you saw, to get into the water with these animals and have so much fun with them. Now, your first day here at SeaWorld working with dolphins, you are most likely not going to get in the water, and it's also not on your second day either. It takes a very long time of building a relationship with each animal to get into the water with them, because they are all different, just like you and I are. Just because I have a relationship with a land animal does not mean that I can jump right in the water with a second animal that I don't have a relationship with. It's almost kind of like if you have a substitute teacher at school. The first time that sub comes in, every student in that classroom is going to try and see what they can get away with. Now, right now we have one of our teenagers out here. Her name is Captain. And she is a ball of energy. She loves to have fun. She loves high energy behavior. She loves quick thinking. But she also loves to be reinforced, and you guys are super reinforcing for her. So we asked her out of this pool into that back one, and she said to us, you know what, I'm not ready, I want to go back out there. She is a bit of a ham. She likes to be the star of the show, so we did give her a little bit of solo time. Everyone can see you, Captain. We see how pretty you are. And we're going to ask her back into that back pool. Now, the reason is because we have our pilot whales on this side, and we're going to be bringing out Argo to introduce to all of you. But before we can do that, we need to make sure that all of our dolphins on that side are hanging out in that back pool. Now, if she does decide she doesn't want to hang out back there, that's perfectly fine. The way we train here at SeaWorld is based on operant conditioning and positive reinforcement. Basically, what all that fanciness means is if we ask for something and they respond correctly, we reward it. If they're incorrect, we draw zero attention to it. So if a dolphin decides to swim out here when we didn't ask them to, we're not going to reinforce them for it. We're just going to move on and try something else. But it does look like the captain wanted to hang out back there, which gives you guys the great opportunity to meet Argo. Argo is our 17-year-old pilot whale who is 2,000 pounds. Now, he is still growing, so he's going to be getting even bigger. He eats about 60 pounds of squid every single day, and he is going to be joined by one of his best friends, Bodie. Bodie is a 4.5-year-old Pacific bottlenose dolphin, and although he is just 4.5 years old, they love to hang out with each other. You're very much going to be able to tell the difference between the two, because Bodie is about 400 pounds and Argo, again, is about 2,000. Now, pilot whales have a zest for life, and they are playful and curious. We want them to be able to relate with us and vice versa. They love playtime, which just happens to be the very best way to build a relationship with them. So let's watch as Tiffany and Bodie and Kelly and Argo enjoy a fun and special moment.
That's
far? That's great to hear because it's not over yet. As the rest of our incredible animals make their way back out, we are reminded to make a difference in the oceans that surround us. Not just for us, but for generations to come. And we need all of your help. By recycling and reusing, you can help keep trash from finding its way into animal habitats. You can organize or join a park or beach cleanup in your own community. These are honestly little things, but they can make a very big difference. Just by being here today, each and every one of you is showing your love and support, not just for the environment, but for animals as well. It's our hope that your family will join us in our commitment to care for our land,